It's currently 1:31 in the morning, or at night, whatever. I haven't slept. I've been getting a whole bunch of stuff together. I'm literally just going to bed right now. I have an alarm set for 4:45 in the morning, and we're gonna get up and hopefully go get a big one. Well, guys, it's 5:17 in the morning. I'm late, so I gotta get up, and I don't know when I'll see you guys, probably in the stand. So, yeah. Okay, guys, we're set up in the stand. It's 6:44. Daylight's at 7:30, but it's already starting to get daylight, so I gotta finish getting a few things out and set up, and then I'll see you guys when it gets daylight. Okay, you can't see me very well, but it's just now starting to get daylight. We haven't seen anything yet. I think them are just doe. I need to get my binoculars out and look. Never mind. They're both bucks. The one in the front's a spike. The one in the back might be a shooter. I need to see him closer. I don't know what deer that is. The one in the back. Oh, I don't know if he's a shooter, but he's a decent little buck. And after that, both deer just decided to mosey on up the hill, and we never saw them again. Okay, it's broad daylight now. 7:12. We just had two bucks walk up on the hill in the field. They were decent. The one in the front was pretty small. The one in the back was a potential shooter, but obviously he didn't come close enough. And I don't even think the camera could pick it up hardly. I could see it with my binoculars, but not the best. That was probably 200 yards away. I'm hearing a lot of stuff. I'm guessing it's just squirrels, but it sounds like deer. This thing's hard. I think it's frozen. It tastes good though. That's all that matters. Okay, it's 4:53 in the evening on October 6th. It's hot. 79 degrees right now, and I'm in a hoodie. What is wrong with me? But we just got set up this morning. I completely slept through 5 alarms for 45 minutes. So I didn't wake up to come this morning, and I really am kind of tore up about it because we had 3 really nice bucks that would have been right there in front of us, less than 20 yards. I mean, I'm not saying if I was here they still would have came in, but, you know, maybe. set up here, and we're just gonna sit here this evening and see how it goes. I know I'm really late, but it don't get dark till like 8:30, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my gosh, that happened so fast. Let's rewind. My shooter buck is standing right in front of me, maybe 50 yards away, and he starts booking it straight at me. What am I supposed to do in that situation? Let's replay it here. He runs straight at me. I don't think he saw me, but I can't stop him because there's a tree right in my way. I know the tree's gone now because that was a huge problem, and I have no shot. So if I stopped him, there's a little tiny gap I could have shot, but if he wasn't perfect, I wouldn't have been able to shoot. So it was just not worth me taking the shot. I want you to listen here. You'll actually hear my cousin scream. Right there. Did you hear that? I'll play it again. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I don't know what they were doing. They must have been outside playing or something. And I mean, I can't get mad at them because they're just boys being boys. But like, oh my gosh, my shooter buck, that is the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life, was just right in front of me. And I'm not saying it was his fault. I have no idea. But the fact that he screamed and the buck instantly ran straight at me makes me believe he did not see me. I didn't have a shot, and like, he would have been quartering away bad if I stopped him over there in the field. And then by the time he got to the woods edge, I don't have a good shot. I'm gonna go look at that video and see if I can tell what deer that was. That might have been Desire, but I don't know. He looked way bigger, honestly. Now here's one more thing I want you guys to keep in mind. At this point in time, this picture right here and the next picture was the only two pictures I've had of this deer. This picture I got later in the season, so I didn't know this deer was that big and had that many points. That's what confused me. I saw all those points, and in the first two pictures, you can't see all those points. So yes, I've spent a lot of time looking, and they are in fact the same deer, but I did not know that at that point in time. That's why I did not know if it was the same deer. Now for that hunt, our only other encounter was this little spike that walked in, and you can actually still hear my cousin screaming, crying in the background. I have no idea what was going on. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, October 8th, 6:24 right now. We're running a little behind, but yesterday I was shooting my bow and drawed back. My release broke, came back, busted me in the face. I don't think it's down here. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. My face split open, so we got these butterflies on it, painted them, well, with a marker, drew them camo. But I want to tell you guys something real quick. Last night something was like, I don't know, I just had this feeling last night that today I was going to shoot and there was going to be something wrong with my arrow to make me miss the deer. And I've got everything together, and I pulled my arrow that I've been putting in my bow when I go, and the arrow, same arrow I was going to put in my bow today, and I pull it out of the quiver and look at it. There's a clean snap right in it, right down the middle. Just, that would have totally made me miss the deer. I mean, I'm not gonna say it would have, but there's a good chance that would have just snapped on the shot. Now tell me that ain't a God thing. I was thinking about that all night and had no clue that was even there. See you guys in the stand. Well guys, it's 7 o'clock right now. This morning's looking really good already. So I'm not gonna talk much. I'm just gonna get quiet and hopefully we have a good morning.
Well, we didn't end up seeing any deer that morning, but it honestly was a really beautiful morning, and we got to see this squirrel right here living his best life. So for now, we're just taking it hunt by hunt.
Okay, guys, it's 7:20 on October 13th. If you didn't know, last hunt was terrible. It's been a good few days I let the woods settle down without me in it, and we didn't see anything on the last hunt at all. The woods were so dead. We barely even saw squirrels. But I got my dad here with me. I don't know if you can see, but we're just gonna sit and watch, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Well, as you can guess, after the boys riding their dirt bikes, we did not see much that day, but I guess that's what you get when you hunt a motocross compound on a Saturday morning.
Okay guys, so it's October 21st, and we just got set up and stand for an evening hunt. We had our shooter Desire daylight at 2 different spots on this property this morning, 20 minutes apart, which tells me that he's probably out searching for does or chasing does, but I didn't have any pictures of the does beforehand, so I'm gonna guess probably not that. It's definitely a little early to do this, but I actually hung some doe up there, about 20 yards. We'll see what that does. It just might get him stirring up a little bit. But he daylighted right here in this spot that I'm hunting, and way that way, way across the big field, and then down into some deep woods. So we'll see how this goes. I'll let you guys know if I see anything.
Now this was definitely the windiest hunt I've ever been on, and with it being my first year saddle hunting, it was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. And also the boys ended up being outside riding today, so we didn't end up seeing any deer, but it was still a really fun hunt, and we saw the most beautiful sunset I think I've ever saw on that property.
Okay, so it's October 25th. We're all set up in the stand. It's getting daylight. We've been having some rough hunts, but we've had some nice bucks on camera now, and it's starting to really come into the rut. So we'll see how this hunt goes.
Now, we didn't end up seeing any deer that hunt, but we did see this side-by-side go flying by. Now, this clip was from a different hunt, but it's honestly starting to get kind of late into the season, so I just wanted to take a moment to tell you guys that even though I haven't killed a buck yet, we have killed a deer. I actually killed a doe like the 3rd day of bow season, just for some meat. So now, that's why our main focus is a buck, and we haven't shot any does. But after this, things in my season really start to take a turn. Well guys, it is November 4th, and I just found out last night that my shooter buck that I've been after got shot. So, he is off the hit list now. It was very much of a bummer to see that. I had no idea. The property I got that buck on, I just got permission for this year, but the guy that killed him has been watching that deer for over 3 years. So, I mean, yes, I would have killed it, but now that I know that, it's a good thing that he got to kill it, because he's been, trying to kill that buck for so long. But, so congratulations to him. I'll put a picture of it right here. I don't really have any other big bucks on the hit list. I have a few smaller bucks at a different property. I'm actually about to head there right now. We're just gonna sit and see if I can see one or both of them in person. maybe we'll shoot him, but I don't know. I want to see him in person. So I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Okay, we're all set up in line. I don't know how well you can hear me right now, but I don't really have a target bug here since I don't have any target bugs since my target bug got killed. But I have a few deer on this property that are debatable whether I would shoot. I have a 17 point, but he's such a small rack, but he's just got points going every which way. And then I have a nice 10 point and a decent 8 point. And the 10 has been here pretty consistent the past couple days, so I think he's in the area. So we'll see if I can at least see one of them, because all of them I don't know if I would shoot. I want to see them in person, but maybe I'd say if we see one of them and they're within range, I'll probably take it, because I'm not going to pass up a good shot on a nice buck. But we'll just see how it goes.
And as it faded into evening, we didn't see anything that night.
Okay, guys, it's 6:51 on November 10th, and we have got a bunch of snow, as you can see in the background. It was really rough getting out of bed this morning, not gonna lie, and I did not at all anticipate for it to be daylight this early. Like, this is the time I'm usually just getting into the stand. That's a lie, actually. I usually get in the stand about 6:30, which I did today. It just took me a little bit to get set up. It was totally broad daylight walking in, but it's 29 degrees, and what I'm now gonna call my shooter, which is, I'm pretty sure he's a 17 point, was here last night, also with a couple other nice bucks. So definitely, if the 17 point comes in, I'm gonna shoot him, but we'll give the other bucks a look. So I don't know, we'll just see.
Now I do have to say, this was one of the most beautiful snow hunting mornings I've ever been on. And it was actually, I think, my first snow hunt, so it was really amazing. This buck walking in here seemed to be really spooked, and I honestly think it was because of the mature buck we had on the camera at that block the night before. He seems to be really spooked out about it, so that's the only thing I can think of. And that morning, we actually ended up having our first ever in-person encounter with the 17 point. And I know it's so sad, but I was not able to hit record on my camera because I had gloves on. And I thought I pressed record, but it just didn't happen.
Okay, it's evening time now, and we just got back in the stand, and this morning we actually had an encounter with the big buck that's back here, the 17 point. He walked in to 38 yards, and I was about to draw back on him, and he just turned around and walked away. But he grunted at me, and I grunted back, and we went back and forth a couple times, and he walked in, and I think he just didn't see the fight he was looking for, and he got confused and didn't like the situation. But just now, when I was walking in, where I walk in, I have to go through a creek, it's right behind me, and I was coming up out of the creek, and he was bedded down right there, and I jumped him up. Like, I'm being so serious. 5 feet in front of me, like literally 5 feet in front of me. I almost could have touched him, and it scared me so bad. Dude, I mean, just like a horse just ran right by me. I wasn't expecting it at all. I was walking super quiet, super slow. But he's in the area. This cold front's really got him in here. So we'll see how it goes. He ran back that way, and I know that's where he's bedding, so hopefully I didn't disturb him too much, and he'll get back on his feet before dark.
And after that, I actually saw him way off in the distance, walking off of the property. And we have not seen that deer since, but we have definitely been looking for his sheds.
Guys, it's November 11th, and this is our third sit after this buck. It's around 3 o'clock, and we just got in here a little late, but not too bad. I didn't get any pictures of him last night, and after spooking him yesterday twice, more or less twice, but the first time I didn't really spook him, but I kind of ran him off. I don't know, but we're just gonna sit. There's still some snow on the ground, and like I actually think the snow really helped the visibility. Not like yesterday, I couldn't still see. Oh wait, there's a deer. Well, guys, we just let that 10-point walk. I was honestly probably gonna shoot him, but he was broadside, but it wasn't perfectly broadside.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It was perfectly broadside.
So, if he was perfectly broadside, I would have shot him.
He was literally perfect broadside.
Let him walk. Probably for good reason, because I know there's a lot bigger deer here. But that wasn't a bad deer. I mean, it would have been a good first buck, but I'm in it for the big boys, so. Well, I don't remember what all I was saying before he walked out, but we'll just see how this evening goes, and I'll let you know. Unless a giant comes in, we're really only here for one buck. Or a decent buck gives me a really good shot. So, see you guys.
And after that, we just saw this doe, and then we honestly didn't do much more hunting. But even though we didn't get the chance to kill a trophy buck this year like we had hoped, we had a lot of fun this season, and we really learned a lot. It was my first year hunting solely by myself, and my first year hunting with just a compound bow, and neither of those things are easy. I've self-filmed all of my hunts, and I've just learned so much along the way. It really amazes me how close we can get to these animals sometimes, and even if it's just a spike, it's still a wild animal, like sometimes within just a few feet of you. Hunting has really changed my life in so many ways. It's truly a passion that I will never let go of, and I really thank everyone so much for letting me hunt, and anyone that helped me, I appreciate it more than you guys know. This really was an amazing hunting season, even though we didn't get to kill a buck, and I will be seeing you guys next year. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, my girlfriend convinced me to shoot a spike. I can't believe I did it either.